I'm back with another video. Yeah, I know, it's a miracle. I'm making 2 videos in 1 month. That's crazy, mind-boggling, absolutely crazy crap. But anyway, I think it's about time I should make another video. I mean, the new controversy going around. This new shit that's come out is very, very interesting. You want to look at this. So first of all, after I made my video on Raxo about the anti-furry who's hypocritical, some of his fan base started to turn against him, after a little bit convincing in the comments that I made, arguing back and forth. I didn't actually expect this, but, some of Raxo's community actually has brain cells and actually can take in and comprehend the arguments that I'm making to them, which is crazy, something that I did not expect from the anti-furry community, as a lot of anti-furries, in my experience of being an anti-furry server owner for 2 years, have been very, very retarded and just don't take arguments at all. They're just goldfish, basically. Which, now these people basically just not acting like goldfish it's like a miracle. You just never see people like this at all. So, that's a good. There's a couple of people, actually listening to my arguments and actually, fighting back a little bit against Raxo, and you'll see why, or see how. So basically, on Raxo's server, there was a person who also sided with Mika, and you know what Raxo did? He kicked him. So yeah, Raxo, Raxo, in my comment section, you're all about, having different opinions in your comment section. You were yapping all about that, But yeah, here you are, just kicking somebody for taking Mika's side and taking their opinion. Yeah. It doesn't look really good for Raxo right now. I don't know, Raxo. I'm starting to not believe you're all for having opinions and stuff, like you said in your latest video, and in the comment you left under my video that I made on you. It doesn't really look like you're all for opinions, and you're literally fucking kicking people for taking Mika's side, taking her opinions. So Raxo also tries to bring up that Mika sent CP. Now, yeah, this is true. Mika did send CP. The thing is, they left out a lot of context. For one, she doesn't have the CP anymore. I basically forced her to get rid of it when she did send it, and when she sent it, that was like 3 months ago, and it wasn't even to them either. They had no part in this drama. This is drama that happened on Discord a while ago, and they only got sent information from some, I don't know, random person who just had a video on it, just happened to have a video on it. So basically, I'm going to explain the drama a little bit. So basically, Mika, she's mentally ill. She has schizophrenia, and she's an orphan. And no, we're not talking about the Mika on YouTube, of course. And this Mika, basically, she was going out of touch of my server, basically, because people on my server didn't really like Mika. She did some bad things in the past, She wasn't a very, very, very good person in the past, And she started to, talk with Statsy and talk with Abu, which I haven't talked about on my channel, but any Discord members will know who these people are. Very, very crap people. Rowan Abu is basically just an ISIS LARPer, and then Statsy is a person who likes to send a lot of porn. And when you have 2 people like that, an ISIS LARPer and a person who sends porn, I think it's pretty reasonable for Mika to, think it might be okay, which her reasoning, by the way, for why she actually said this in the first place is because she in a twisted way thought it was okay to send a CP because she was, basically surrounding herself by people who just sent porn and gore, the most degenerate shit on planet Earth. And also, she has schizophrenia and she's an orphan. She has all this mental shit that messes with her fucking head. She has people messing with her head. And she was also being kicked out of basically Infinity. Basically, I mean, she didn't get kicked, but People were turning against her. She has schizophrenia. She's an orphan. She's surrounding herself by people who are sending porn and gore. I mean, was it really that unexpected for her to send CP? And even then, Abu basically asked for CP, basically, from Mika, because Mika was like saying she like had it, but now literally asked for it, basically. And then he spread it around, even though he literally asked for it. So yeah, basically after all that happened, though, I basically just forced Mika to get rid of all that garbage and shit. Told her to stay away from Abu and Satsi, and 2 months or like 3 months later, 2 months later, she converted to Catholicism. Now she's religious, and she hasn't sent like a single bit of porn. Not porn. She didn't even said anything sexual. I'm trying to find a screenshot of Mika saying something sexual after she's converted. There's like zero screenshot of that. And my server members on Infinity would know that because, they've never seen Mika say anything sexual. She's even trying to get rid of people who say something sexual, trying to warn them to stop posting sexual shit, like any sexual shit. She's basically become an opposite version of what she was 3 months ago. So, Raxo making that argument and kicking Mika off his server, not really justified in my opinion, but, Raxo doesn't like opinions, clearly. And also notice that the only people basically defending him is Fence, and that's the person being targeted to get banned by Mika. She gives a reason. But, they don't even respond to her actual argument. They don't give an argument back. I think Fence doesn't want to because, he kind of got destroyed in the last argument that Mika made against him about homosexuality. So, anyway, I think it's very, very, very crazy that Raxo is doing all this effort, going out of his way to just defend these furries. Very, very stupid. Like, I thought this man was an anti-furry YouTuber, looking at his channel, very anti-furry content, and yet here he is on this server, basically doing all this shit just to defend these furries. And no, they're not burn furs, unless you want to try and prove Mika wrong. But Raxo clearly didn't. He basically just ignored all those arguments, and basically Fence did too. He could have responded to them, try to make an argument, get them, because I posted the screenshots of her arguments in my video. And he didn't even try to argue back on my video. He didn't even say anything about my arguments I even made in the first place on my video. He just didn't like that I put his PFP in the thumbnail, which I'm going to put his PFP in the thumbnail again. Because, he's basically just the person that's defending Raxo right now. Like almost the only person I've seen so far is him defending Raxo. And, now we have Raxo just kicking anybody who disagrees with him. So, yeah, this can't end well. I mean, if Raxo's server members have, like, any brain cells, any IQ, they don't even need to, like, agree with anything Mika said so far. They should just see that Raxo is kicking people for having different opinions than him and not even responding to any opinions than him. And they should see, oh yeah, this is probably a bad person. They're not even responding to any of these arguments. They're getting completely flamed in the comments right now and not responding to a majority of Mika's points and basically just cutting off any of Mika's points, not arguing with her, not even discussing anything with her, and kicking people who side with her. Yeah, I think you can just see how bad this person is without even needing to agree with Mika with anything. You can think Mika is like a terrible person, but you can still see how Raxo is being a piece of shit right now and just trying to defend his furries, which, I think my title or thumbnail is completely deserved. Raxo really does love his furries a lot, that he's kicking people for having different opinions on him on his server. Yeah, he's kicking people for his furries. Have fun with your furries, Raxo. I hope it's worth it at the cost of your reputation. I mean, Raxo said, hey, thanks for the publicity. Oh, use your publicity. Your fan base is basically turning against you. And rightfully so. I mean, they have literally every reason to right now. And some of them actually do have brain cells. I mean, pretty much pretty much all of them I've seen so far have understood all this crap right now. And actually are, actually seeing the arguments, they're actually using their brain cells. I mean, again, like I said, crazy thing in the anti-furry community. But it's good. And the only person defending him that I've seen so far is just Fence. Is Furry. Yeah. Raxo really does love his furries. Anyway, I don't think I need to say much more else. I don't. If you're subscribed to Raxo, just unsubscribe at this point until he realizes that he's stupid and a piece of shit. Because, it would all be fine if Raxo actually, just maybe kicked the furries off his server, or just argued back with Mika. Which, if he gets destroyed in the argument and loses the argument, clearly, which I'll probably make a video about, then yeah, he should kick those furries off his server. I mean, he tried arguing back to Mika, but then he got destroyed by Mika, and then once he got destroyed, he basically just flipped off Mika and, just took off. So, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So, if Raxo just kicked the furries off his server, and then, maybe apologize to Mika, I don't think it would be this bad, and I think his fan base would be turning against him, or they wouldn't have a reason to either, because, the man would actually be doing good, but no. He's doing this. He's kicking people for taking Mika's side. Yeah, stupid shit. Well, that's basically it for this video. I'm going to be doing less editing in this video too, because, I want to get this video out like as fast as possible, chop. Because drama just is escalating very fast right now. Loot tried to defend this man too. Loot basically just said, just imagine Loot in a robotic voice, bro. He's just like a complete robot, just saying, yeah, Raxo is a good person. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Raxo is good person. Like, Loot doesn't even respond to any of the arguments. He just says, beep, boop. Raxo is a good person. Beep, boop. Like a complete NPC, bro. He's straight out of fucking Skyrim NPC, bro. Doesn't even give any arguments back to my video. He just beep, boop. Raxo is a great person. And these are the type of anti-furries I'm talking about in the community. The ones that don't argue, the ones that just have no reason to hate these furries, basically. Yeah, these are exactly the anti-furries I'm talking about, that are just completely stupid. Which I'm glad to see that there isn't all stupid anti-furries, at least in Raxo's community. There's been quite a few anti-furries in Raxo's community that actually they're taking Mika's side here, and rightfully so, and actually are taking the arguments, actually arguing back, and actually realizing that Raxo's maybe wrong here, and pretty clearly, which I'm glad to see that. But then you have people like Loot here, who's just saying beep boop, Raxo is good person, beep boop. Like, that's basically his argument, or basically his comment on my video in a nutshell. He's just being a complete robot, NPC type person right here. Complete stupid shit like this. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, no, for real this time, I don't think I have anything else to say. This is basically it. Raxo, you're a piece of shit. I hope that your server gets at least a little bit better. At least I hope that you just finally realize that you're a piece of shit and that you don't need to be defending these furries as much, but it doesn't really look like you're doing that. It just looks like you're being a piece of shit. Don't want to admit your mistakes, which Mika says it's because you're too prideful. Maybe that's true too. But, it doesn't look like you want to prove her wrong at all. So anyway, that's it for this video. See ya.